Webster, how are you? George, how are you this evening? Thought you'd be down on the beach somewhere, George. It'll be a nice full moon tonight. You do a night shift or day shift this week? George Ward's a. Oh, sorry, George. I thought you were local. Kentucky. Well, you're on the beach now, George. Had a boating accident out here last night. Last night there was SC rescue and salvage boats out there hauling a boat across the screen there where those lights are flashing. It is, George. It was 30 degrees today. What's that? 90 something. 90 something. You'll speak. Al, good to see you, brother. Angel, how are you? Been a while since I've used this. I don't know if I can make people moderators from here. I can't remember. Star comment, pin user, block user. That's all I got. Josh, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for coming. If you got a wrench, drop your link. Good, thanks, Josh. Been, battling the heat today. Water is good. The water's good now, except it's a bit choppy. I can see the clouds over the top of the island starting to light up a little bit. Excuse me, that light on the bright light on the right, I think it's going to be about above that. Those clouds above that light are starting to light up, so I'm guessing that's the moon coming. Officially, it's supposed to be rising about now. This is that's Morton Island out there that you can see, that island where that light is. Queensland, Australia. You got a jacket? Drop your link. Let everybody know about your content. George Ward, of course. George Ward in Kentucky. What are you doing in Queensland, Angel? Here comes that moon. The moon's just started to appear. What the heck? Where's some focus? Maybe an orange glow to it tonight. But this time it's 2 clip over it. Why isn't it focusing? Yeah. Hazy, good to see you. You just make it. There's an orange moon coming just over the island over here. It's going to start disappearing into a small band of cloud that we'll see through as it continues to rise. Mobster, get on the Hazy's channel. She's in the UK and she likes cars too. She does car shows and things like that when she can. I just wish I had a better zoom. On your way to bed, just be getting out of bed, banana girl. If I was on YouTube live, they got Zoom, I could zoom in on it more. Do you know it? As the moon's rising, As the moon's going up, the rum's going down. Cheers. Anybody wants to come up, have a chat? Snapowski, good to see you, brother. G'day, Lisa. Good to see you. Throw those links out, people. Connect while we watch the moon rise. While I drink rum. I was thinking about actually closing the stream and going to YouTube live so I could zoom in on it. But we're all here now. A couple of fishermen down the beach. It's only about halfway up the tide, so they've got a few hours to wait yet. What are you doing up in Queensland, Aussie Angel? What are you going to be doing, I should say? It's only just set here. Snap. You can still see a bit of glow behind me from the light. Fantastic. 12. Thanks for coming. It's just passing through bits of clouds at the moment. As you can see there on your screen. I just heard today that Canada, with all their scanning and that sort of thing, have been monitoring the movements of 80%, 87% of their population over the past 12 months. And they're going to continue to do it for the next 5 years. Yeah, that's right, Snap. If my government told me that, I'd leave the country. No, no, actually, Lisa, I haven't. Well, it wasn't much of a problem. I just saw it. I threw a lizard in there. But I haven't checked lately. The lizard will get his own way out. I guess if I go back down to the garage and there's no lizard, he got the mouse. If I go back down there and it's dead, he didn't get the mouse. Guys down here on the left are just taking off in a boat. Something tells me they're doing a bit of shark fishing. No, those two little lights underneath are the boats. But you can see more towards the shore. You can see it glistening there. One 1:30 a.m. No, it's what do I have today? It was high 90s here today. 30 degrees Celsius. Yeah, they are. They are. But to be caught shark fishing, you have to be loading that shark that's over a metre, or have it there lying next to you on the beach or wherever. But if you've got a dirty, great big shark hook and a dirty, great big mullet on there, and you catch a shark, well, you didn't mean to catch a shark. The shark just jumped on your line. Hanukkah TV, thanks for coming. Shark fishing is illegal, but who's to know what's going to jump on the end of your line? It's a little bit suspicious though when your sharks, when the hook's about as big as your hand. Bunyan, Bunyan, Bunyan. Good to see you, girl. Thanks for coming. Nyanga Biggie. Guys, thanks for coming. No, the front door was wide open, letting as much breeze into the place as possible. Make sure you drop your links and share your links, everybody, if you've got some content to share. Ooh, it's cold. That would be cold. Coming across the wind, coming across the lakes. Fanny, good to see you. Thanks for coming, girl. It doesn't look like my special guest star is going to be showing up. I rang him up and he he put on a snoring act. So I don't know what that says. Now, one more layer of cloud above it there, you can see. It'll pass through that, then it's a nice clear sky with the stars out above. All these temperatures sound cold, because I know you're talking with an F. F for freezing. See, that boat's back again now. So all he did was went and took his fishing line out there to drop the bait. He's shark fishing for sure. Can't cast that far out, so they took the boat out, drop it out outside the reef. I've never seen snow, so that's how used to the cold I am. We have a full moon party down at the next gazebo. Barbecue down there, so they'll be having dinner watching the full moon rise. Icy sludge. We had a shit ton of hail here once. Aussie Angel. That's as close to the snow as I've seen. Couldn't see the ground, just white, but it was hail. Geez, I wish I had a zoom on the StreamYard. Yeah, this time of night's probably not that real good, Angel. It's feeding time at the zoo. Drop your link, Mobster. Anybody who wants to get their content out there, drop your link. If you haven't got a jacket, ask someone to drop it for you. I can't give jackets out at the moment. Good to see you. Christine puts out some great content. If anybody's interested, it's a good channel to watch. Regular content. Mini golf. If anyone's shy about dropping their link, Loz, push them forward. There's a little bit of cloud, scattered cloud up there, brother. So it's just a little bit hazy, cheesy. She knows. My pleasure, Hazy. A little less cloud cover, maybe a little less wind to settle the water down. As the higher the moon gets, the wider that beam's going to get. You see that reflection on the water, the shimmering. That'll get wider and wider as it gets higher and higher, until the whole sea's just shining sea. What? I didn't know that was you. See you, brother. Thanks for coming. Just another face of many. I don't I don't think I can. Unless you can tell me how StreamYard's putting out jackets right now, I can't. The only options I've got is start comment, pin you, put user in timeout, and block user. That's the only thing I can do right now. Penny, can you drop one channel, please? One letter, A, B, T, P. No, I'm not drunk. One. Why am I drunk? Brother Ron in the island is. No, okay. Hey, Wanda, good to see you. One letter, A, D, A, B, T, P. Write it down, Juan. We'll get it up there. Hey, Wingnut, shout your face. Don't give me a thumbs up, Wingnut. Show me your face. What the heck? I don't even know what I'm looking at, Wingnut. And you put a thumbs up. Yeah, that'll get you. Don't show me a skeleton bobblehead. Show me your face. Has anybody ever heard of anybody called Wingnut? Never heard of you before, Wingnut. You won't show me your face. So you can sit back there and stew for a while. Yep, that's your thumb. I got one too, buddy. Your thumb's not going to cut it here, though. Yeah, Teddy. Yeah, he's sitting backstage for a long time, just giving me the thumbs up. I mean, what does that mean? Yeah, that's right. Snap. He didn't say anything in here beforehand. Turned up backstage. Hasn't said anything back here. Diesel, good to see you. Thanks for coming. ATBP. Oh, good, thank you. I hope you are too. We've just seen the moon rise over Morton Island. It's heading up through the clouds and it's about to clear the cloud bank. Well, we don't know what that's referring to, was the angel, but we'll just leave that one untouched. Melina, good to see you. The kissing bandits come. Hasn't one lecturer already got a jacket on here, brother? Thanks for coming, Wanda. Juan, grab your guitar. Come on up. My other guest didn't make it today. These will have some good live streams, everybody. Make sure you connect. I rang him just before I started, and he answered his phone and gave me some snoring sounds. Started snoring. What the heck? Haven't seen him for so long, and then last night I was talking to him on the phone, and thought it'd be a good thing to have him up. Maybe he's planning on a fashionably late entrance. There goes that boat again. boat's going back out. Keep dropping those links, keep connecting. I think he would have been pretty chopped if he was on a chat last night. I was speaking to him last night, and he sounded like he was ready for bed. Yeah, he is, Angel. He's moved into the city now. He's moved out of the forest, out of the rainforest, and down into town. He's alive and well. Whereabouts in Queensland are you going, Aussie Angel? Bundy. You're just going there for the rum. Bundaberg rum. It's all right to me, Loz. I woke up years ago. I woke up one morning and it was too early. It was about 8 o'clock or something like that. But I just felt like a dark and stormy. And of course, pubs weren't open or anything like that, or bottle shops or anything like that. So I said to the girl, "Come on, get in the car. We're going for a drive." We drove 3.5 hours. By the time we got to Bundaberg, pubs were open. We took a Bundaberg rum distillery tour. And at the end of the tour, I had my dark and stormy on the house. Got back in the car and drove 3 hours home again. 2.5 hours. No, I had to wait till the end of it. I asked them that just before we started the tour. I said, "Can I get it? Can I get a dark and stormy now?" They said, "No, you have to wait till the end of the tour." Got my photo taken with the original Bundy bear. That's it, Liesl. Drop your link down, girl. Everybody connect to Liesl. She has some fun live streams. She's a super mod, Snap. Glory Van Hoosie, the super mod. Her and Paulie Glocks. They can tackle the whole of YouTube live. That's all they use that vote for. They just use that vote to take the bait out. 100 metres into the wind, yeah. You probably have the shark bait flying off the hook all through that 100 metres too, 100 yards. Angel, I can't. It takes me about 5 minutes. Doesn't matter what mood I'm in, how tired I am, what I've done that day, anything. I'm asleep in 5 minutes after my head hits this pillow with this out the window. I just hear this out the window all night. I even put a 13-minute, uploaded a 13-minute video of just the sound of the waves at night. Have a look at that. You might have to dig a bit. I can't even remember where I put it. Have a look at that if you want to have a sleep regimen. Packing? What are you talking about? Are you moving up here? Or are you coming for a holiday? You're going to drive past Spirit, then you're going to drive past Daz, then you're going to drive past Queensland Cop Watch, then you're going to drive past me, and then you're going to be halfway, not even halfway, to Wobb's place. So many people are moving to my state now. Anybody else who's not no Aussies? Everybody's moving to my state now because we're more laxed in the COVID rules than anybody else. You still won't get to a pub though, Aussie Angel. You got to have your double jabs for your pubs and clubs, sporting events. Even though it's just the sniffles now, you really all you need is a box of Kleenex, but apparently you're supposed to have a double jab. Haven't seen QLD for a while, Loz. Have you seen him at all? Snap? Well, that's good if you are. I hope you are. What? Tell me more about that. What are you talking about? Okay, Pete. There's another Queenslander you'll be passing along the way, Angel. Pete of Bavaria's the Toowoomba. I don't know. You'll be a Mexican though, Angel, for a few years. You'll be from south of the border. Be a few years before you can yell out Queenslander. Yeah. Well, thanks for the update, Snap. I'll get in touch with him. He and Daz come up here one day. We all went out kayaking out here. There was QLD, Das's son, and myself mucking around out here in the water. What? Via Hawaii, really? What are you talking about? What? You got me there, girl. I don't Hazy's still here. Hazy has some good content. Drop your link down, Hazy. Wow. You know, I don't. I'm not much of a travel. I don't care about travel that much. I could look it up. I could go anywhere around town and taste the food from their place authentically. You know, people who from that area running the restaurant. So the only thing I can't do is smell the pollution. The only place I'd ever wanted to go was the Banzai pipeline. snap phase was born with a sporran between his legs. Queensland, born and bred. Look at this romantic couple here, walking along holding hands. Oh, I don't know if they're walking along or if she's helping him. I'm a little bit of disagreement with that, Angel. If you give them your rights, then you'll have none. Me, I just take mine. I just take what's mine. Those rights are mine, and for nobody to take away from me, so they can't have them. I still go where I want, do what I want. I've got a Halloween mask. It's the only mask I wear. You better drop that link, Pete, so everybody can go and watch Hazy in a Towel challenge. She's a super mod, Hazy. You should get her on your channel, your live streams. Super mod. Guys, you should have seen the size of the agates I was picking up today. Palm size. Oh, yesterday. Guys, yesterday I flooded my kitchen yesterday. I flooded my unit, my apartment. I was doing a bit of washing up and I let something soak and rinse, and I left the tap on and I sort of forgot about it a little bit, and then went for a walk along the beach. A decent walk. I went for a big walk. I got back to my apartment and I kept back there. The colour of the carpet halfway across the lounge room's a different colour. And then I look in the kitchen, there's about half an inch of water, bloody sitting on the kitchen tiles with the tap still running. Oh, gee. Oh, God. I started off, I was trying to get the water off the tiles. I was using a dustpan into a bucket, scooping it up with a dustpan into the bucket. And then I had to put out an SOS to a friend who came round and she dropped off a, not a wet dry vac, but what are they, like a carpet cleaner? Sucks up all the water, steams it and then sucks out the water. Got that onto it. That got most of it out. I've had the place opened out for the last 24 hours with fans going on it. Oh, I was exhausted. I was exhausted at the end of it. In fact, I didn't make it to the end of cleaning it up. I stopped halfway through and went for a 2-hour nap and got back up and did it again. No, well, that's why had the place all opened out, fans on it blowing, and I did suck a shit ton of water out of the carpet. By the time I finished, it just felt underfoot. It just felt like I'd had the carpets cleaned. Yeah, 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 Snap. I just prioritise things. I was bugging. I wasn't sort of just normal, like at work sort of thing. I was frantically working for about 6 hours to dry as much of it up as quickly as I could before it got to that sort of stage where it's going to go mouldy and that sort of thing, start rotting the carpet. No, it was heading that way though, Loz. It was halfway across the lounge room. Kitchen was full. Cupboards were full, like under the benches and that. I had to get everything out from under the benches in the cupboards. Had to take the shelves out of the cupboards. Had to dry the cupboard, like wipe the cupboards dry inside. I left the cupboards doors open all day, let them air out so the laminate wouldn't go all, that laminated strip comes away. Problem is the kitchen doesn't have a floor waste like your bathroom does, or your toilet. It's just a flat floor. So picture that. I had like half an inch of water on a flat floor. That's how much water I had in the lounge room from the carpet. I got in there and I looked at it. There's a different colour, and the carpet was shiny. It was just waterlogged, and it was heading for the door. So after the initial panic, what the fuck do I do? See that shimmer starting to get wider now on the water as the moon getting higher. If I'd have known Wobbs wasn't going to show up, I would have done it on YouTube, and I could have zoomed in more on that moon. At the moment, I've just got a lens clip over the viewfinder, over the lens, 2 times. There you go, everybody. I don't even know what the challenge is. What's the challenge, Hazy? What is the challenge? Christina, I'm Gabi. Good to see you, Paul. None of your business got Auditing Australia going. Auditing Australia was sick of getting pushed around by the Victorian police. Broke his gimbal. Nunya came to the rescue, re-geared him up, got him back out on the street. Now he's going hard at it. A lot of people see what's going on in Victoria and New South Wales and think that's Australia wide. It's not, and that's why Aussie Angels moving to Queensland, because a lot of the rest of the place, they're the two bad places with the tyrannical government. Thanks, Loz. I do have a sandwriting playlist. One of the videos in there says is titled "When's Your Birthday?" If you want to drop your birthdays in there, you get some writing in the sand for your birthday message. Das, good to see you, brother. I'm just talking about you, actually. You, QLD, Wobbs, and Spirit. The Aussie Angels moving up this way. Casino, Loz is advertising your link. Flying, mate, flying. What's going on in your world, Daz? You want to come up and tell us all about it? Anybody wants to come up? Yeah, Bundy, she said. 27 acres at Bundy. I said, you'll just go out there for the rum. She got me. Are you still there, Aussie Angel? Dash, you ever heard of somebody called Wingnut? What the heck is that in the top right-hand corner of the screen? Just a reflection, is it? Yeah, reflection off the moon. The lens. No, Kiwi guy, half-wit. I don't know about Wingnut. Hey, Daz, can you do me a favour? Can you ring Wobbs and tell him he's late? He let me down. Wobbs was supposed to come up and have a bit of a sing-along. I don't know, Wingnut. And backstage, he was just giving me a thumbs up and showing me something that I couldn't really see, but wouldn't show me his face. So, I don't know. Couldn't help him. Probably had big ears, did he? Big ears that stuck right out of his head. So everyone calls him Wingnut. Well, you can do it after you get up here if you want. I don't give a shit. But I can't. What I'm, what I'm getting at is I can't because this is my phone. I rang him earlier before I went live to make sure he's good to go. He answered his phone and just started snoring at me, the bastard. It would be out there too. You know I did, girl. Don't leave home without it. I've been meaning to ask Nadina how her cuttlefish bone has been going for her birds. She's got aviaries, so I collected a whole heap of cuttlefish bones along the beach here and mailed them off to her. I can't remember if she said she had a year supply or a lifetime supply. I sent her a bucket full. I saw Nad's one for the first time about a week ago. I haven't seen her for a while. Later, brother.
Hey, how you going?
Thanks.
I'm
I
doing
get
pretty good yourself.
hey.
I'm not doing too bad yourself.
Good. Yeah. Did you hear the what I just said about the my kitchen flooding?
No, I didn't know. I was actually trying to get in here. They've changed stuff. I had to put in fucking all sorts of shit to get in here.
I had to do codes and shit too.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like ever since the other day, it's changed.
My YouTube on my PlayStation's done the same thing. I had to keep signing back in.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Who
Gonna
asked
love
you?
that.
Who asked you? That's what you're saying.
It's like it's every time you do something, they're right there. It's like really.
You'd think with a StreamYard update though, Snap, they'd put in something like uh Zoom. I can't zoom. I can't even focus. I can't even put
But
them
I've had
like
drama with my volume and like since the last update, I've got a little bit more volume now, so I can actually sort of hear shit.
you've always had dramas before.
No, I've always had dramas with people hearing me, not the other way around.
Yeah, right. Yep.
So yeah, that's been crazy.
How's that bird of yours going that I can hear? How is she?
But actually, I'll turn the camera around and I'll show you. The
All
birdie's
right.
actually had a big upgrade.
A new cage. What are you been spoiling
Look at that for a cage.
it? Ooh, Carlton Ritz.
But there she is.
She doesn't know herself. Look, she's about flying around in there.
She can, and that was the whole reason why I got the cage for her that big, so she can expand her wings.
Has this one got a hole?
Oh no, this one's got much bigger bars. Look, she will not break them ones, mate. I'm telling you.
Come
But
on up.
yeah,
You want to come up? You're welcome
it's
to.
huge.
We've got a mob down the beach here, Dash, that are shark fishing. See that light there? See
Hang
that
on.
light
Yeah.
above? That's
Oh yeah.
they're in a tinny and they're taking the bait out in the tinny and then dropping the bait out over the reef and then coming back in.
Ah.
Shark fishing,
Well,
which is not. I don't really like it. Attracting sharks to a populated beach.
no, that's not a good thing.
No, of course they don't swim here. All they do is hunt shark here.
I mean, how many years has it taken to get rid of the sharks from Tangalooma, and yet they still turn up there? You know what I mean?
Well, Moreton Bay was a whaling station, so that's
Exactly. And like
it's
40
interesting.
years after, it hasn't been a whaling station, or 50 years after, they
Yeah.
still turn up there year round.
Yep. Well, they follow the migrating whales too. So
Yeah, well,
when
that's true.
this is like a pit stop for the whales up in here because of the shallow waters of Moreton Bay, so the sharks are hanging on. The whale pups are a bit too slow in movement.
Mm-hmm. So how you been?
Good mate, good. I bought myself a Christmas present. I bought myself a Fender, left-handed Fender,
Oh, okay. Very good.
candy apple red. They go for $1,000, $1,099. I was looking on the thing. They had them on special for 705. My one was 2 months old. Been played 3 times. I bought it for 250,
Hey, here you go. Look.
and it's a factory lefter. Oh, I don't do that. I just ran out.
You know what that is, don't you?
Well, I'm thinking, is it green? Geez, that's compressed.
No, it's fool's gold. It's a big chunk of fool's gold.
Oh, right. Yeah, I've just forgot the name of that too. What do they call that? There's actually gold in fool's gold.
Yeah, it is pretty heavy too.
Yeah, Snap. All I've got to do now is learn how to play it. I don't want to be honest, I really don't want to go to the effort of playing songs, like strumming a whole song. That's very laborious work, bloody boom, 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 playing the song. All I like doing is picking riffs. I
Hey,
got a couple.
Snapface.
I got a couple of Jimi Hendrix riffs there too.
Well, when you put yourself into that situation, and well, what do you got to do? Well, you got to play the whole rip, don't you?
Play the what?
When you turn around and take up playing stuff like that, you need to turn around and condition yourself to think, okay, you know how you used to paddle to the reef? Now you
Yeah,
need to strum the strums to get through the whole song.
yeah. I do strum a couple of riffs, couple of parts, and I know the chords, but I'm just playing with tabs at the moment.
I'm not even going to try and get the fucking gold out of that thing. It is like, yeah, I know what it exactly is, and it's like, yeah. And literally, it's really soft too. So if you hit it with a hammer, it just breaks up as well.
Yeah, I've got some rock over there I keep in a jar because it's poisonous to man, to humans, but it's a rock. Sort of looks a little bit like solder splat, like
Yeah.
splat solder, but thicker, like rock sort of thing.
But don't get me wrong, this is a really great specimen of actually fool's gold. So, like, it's awesome.
Pete, you can get gold out of fool's gold.
Yeah, you can, but,
Not a lot.
it's not worth it. I mean, that's a better specimen than trying to retrieve anything out of it.
Yeah, no, it's good. And it
And,
looks
like,
like,
honestly, when you put it in the sun, it really is shiny but yeah, you can see that it's totally fool's gold, straight up.
just drill a hole and hang it around your neck.
Nah, I wouldn't be bothered.
There he goes. He's going back out in the boat again. Been
I'm
playing a
gonna
bit of
put the
delivery.
I'm
Bit
gonna
of
put the fuel tank back in my 60 series Land Cruiser, and I want to go across to Morton Island, go venturing again.
Yeah, it's good over there. Good.
It's awesome. It's absolutely wonderful.
It's one of the few places where you can water ski in the ocean behind a 4-wheel drive.
Exactly. Yes, you can. It is one of them few places where you can actually do that. Yes, you're right.
I was water skiing. Went over there last time. We were over in a boat, water
Hey,
skiing
did
around
you
the
see him
river.
over there at North Stratty or Stradbroke Island last week, and they got bogged, and everybody just drove around them because they gave everybody tickets?
They gave
Funny that.
everybody one. I saw the thumbnail. I didn't look at the video. What happened?
Oh, mate, they literally got themselves bogged, and then
Who's
they
they?
expected everybody to get them out, and like everybody just drove around them. You want to give everybody tickets? Fuck you. See you later.
Who was it? Cops or rangers?
No, cops. I would have fucking got up on the beach up there and fucking heckled the fuck out of them and not given them a hand. Fuck them. They want to write tickets every day to everybody else. Mate, why not you get a ticket for getting bogged and fucking inconvenience everybody else?
I would have just spat dirt at it. I would have got in front of it and just fucking, oh,
The same as
jumping.
this fucking dog out around fucking Ipswich here. Is this fucking handler getting fucking charged with having a dangerous fucking animal on the streets without fucking being in control of it?
What happened? What happened?
Well, a fucking police dog has got away from a fucking handler and it's been missing for a fucking week now. They've
Oh,
had fucking helicopters and everything every fucking day. And we all know it costs $10,000 a fucking hour for them helicopters in the air.
oh my God.
And this dog has still not been found. But is the fucking handler going to get charged with having a dangerous animal in public and everything else like that, like anybody else fucking would be?
Yeah, exactly.
I
I
fucking bet not.
just saw an American report where some couple of guys were at a football game, got into a fight. One of them pulls a gun out, starts shooting it up around the place, hit nobody, no injuries or anything like that. And then cops came, didn't know who the suspects were or anything like that, saw a car leaving, and they started shooting at the car. And then killed an 8-year-old girl in the back seat of the car, shot her in the back.
Yeah, how about
Nobody,
that one in the States the other week where they turned around, went through the shopping centre and shot one in a bloody dressing room? A 14 or 12-year-old girl in her fucking dressing room.
oh my God. They're just getting
Fucking
relentless.
police are just fucking totally out of control. You give them a badge and a gun and they think they're fucking invincible.
Yeah. They got no IQ. to match it.
And they lose any normality to being a fucking human.
Yeah, I don't
And
think.
yet these cunts still get away with it every fucking day. How? Why? How do they fucking do it? Any
Yeah,
normal person to be locked up and thrown away the fucking key.
yeah.
I'm over their fucking double standards. That's what I'm fucking over.
I was glad to see that the Victorian police have started. They're sick of the COVID laws and that they have to be the ones to fucking stand there. A lot of them are getting tired of it, eh? Turn a blind eye.
Look, the only reason half of them are still there fucking doing what they're fucking told to do is because they've got a fucking mortgage and they're up to their hilt in fucking debt and they can't get out of it. And so they've got to do what they're fucking told to keep their way of fucking life. So, yeah, of course they're going to keep fucking, you know,
There's
doing what they're fucking doing.
a Logan cop's refused to take the jabs, and he's getting stood down. And
Well,
now
you
he
know, the
now he
paperwork has gone
Dad, hang
through
on.
fucking court, and you're 13% more likely to get fucking COVID if you've been double fucking jabbed.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
you
Try to
test
fucking
positive straight
censor
up.
that because it's been through fucking court.
Yeah. Yeah, Shanky girl, good to see you. Thanks for coming. Yeah, this cop in Logan was having a whinge that he's got a mortgage and he's got a family. The guy hasn't missed a day of pay since all this started. Everybody else has lost their jobs and everything like that. Now he's whinging about his mortgage. He doesn't
Yeah,
get a lot
but
of
the,
sympathy from me.
anybody in fucking debt is a fucking slave.
Yeah, I owe nobody nothing. Niente.
Exactly. Me too. I owe no cunt nothing. Not one fucking red cent. I don't have fucking credit cards. I don't have anything like. If I can't pay cash for the cunt, I don't fucking want it. And I tell you
Yeah,
what, I bought some pretty good things.
yeah, I'm a cash type of guy, but credit card's good because you use their money instead of your own. My money stays
No,
in the
no, no.
bank.
Hang on. It's not their money. It's your own because your own fucking name fucking generates that fucking money. That's what the fucking banking cunts do.
No, my money's sitting in the bank. I'm using theirs, and I pay them back out of my money. But my money stays in there earning interest.
Yeah, but they only give you fucking 13 fucking cents on fucking like 10 grand every fucking 3 months, the dirty cunts.
That that boat's going back out again. Snap.
Have you noticed if your bank account's got over 10 grand in your savings accounts, they ring you up and fucking annoy you? Have you noticed that? Oh, do you want to invest in this? Do you want to invest in that? Last time they rang me up, I said to them, I said, mate, this is the last time. I said, either you fucking stop doing this or I take my money out of your bank and fucking just leave yous. I haven't had a phone call since. Funny how that works. But it's taken me a month to actually being able to get on a panel and being able to hear anybody. Do you know that?
Well, welcome back.
Well, it's still not loud, but it's better than it was. At least I can hear.
There was a boating accident out in Morton Island there last night. I saw there was Coast Guard, Air Sea Rescue, and police dragging a boat back to Port of Brisbane from Morton Island. They had the Air Sea helicopter out.
Yeah, I wonder what it done.
I I don't know if he's had a wreck, like got swamped out past the Cape, or I don't know what happened. I didn't
I
look it up.
literally took my 16 footer from the the Port of Brisbane all the way through to Moreton Island myself off Tangalooma.
Yeah.
Everybody else out there looked at me like, are you fucking mad? We're all in 19, 20 footers and you're in a 16 foot. And
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Well, coming from Redcliffe to Tangalooma isn't so bad because you got the island sheltering you. You going from the Port of Brisbane, you're in that gap between North Straddie and
Hey,
Moreton.
Shaggy Guru.
That's a bit rough.
Yeah, but I'm also in a Swift craft, which is from Western Australia, so it's also quite equipped to deal with rough water.
Yeah. Yeah. The doctor.
Well, I had no dramas, and like it is underpowered. It only got a 60 on it, but I tell you what, a 115 wouldn't go astray.
The 60's all right because a lot of the 16 footers have the 40 horsepower on the back. That's the casual family runabout sort of thing, you know. The
Yeah,
60 would
no,
punch it out a bit
this
better.
thing had the 60 Yamaha, but it's still underpowered if you're got a couple of people in it and something like that. You need the 115 on it.
Yeah. Well, the bigger the better.
But when in doubt, power out.
That's it. They took that bait right out this time.
But no, I'm actually going to separate my 16 foot and cut the floor out of it and put a new transom in it and do a new floor and everything else.
Bring it up, mate. We'll take it out from Scarborough, Boat Harbour.
Hey,
40
I
minutes.
got to do the work on the sucker first, mate. It's sitting in the yard and it's still all together and it's got a soft floor.
Yeah.
And it's got a 60 horsepower on the back of it that my brother and my father killed because they literally put an engine together with fucking stainless steel bolts, reused. Big no. They always snap off. Never ever use stainless steel head bolts a second time. Don't work.
I don't know what
Never.
happened, but it's going out again.
Oh no, they just cost me a lot of fucking money, which why it's sitting there.
That little tinny's going back out. I can see behind him, like he's got that light on the boat. I can see the fishing line coming back to the beach.
Maybe they're running a long line out there.
Oh, old mate's got his spool open on the beach, and the boat just runs it out for him, you know, out past the reef.
I hope they're not running a long line because that's highly illegal.
Well, stay shark fishing. That's what they're doing. They get what they do too. They don't use a sinker. They loosely tie a rock to the line, and when the shark takes the bait, it takes it and it rips the rock out of the line.
Yeah. Yeah. And I bet you they're all tinnies involved in this.
Yeah, that's a little tinny.
Yep. All the time. That's what it is.
He runs it out past the reef because the sharks will go on the outside of the reef, along the reef, looking for a feed. That's the thing. People get worried about the water, but that reef acts like a natural shark nest.
He's not out there looking for a feed. He's out there looking to make money. That's what he's doing. He's going to markets on Sunday.
Yeah, right. He's going right out this time.
Or, you know, you've seen the well, probably you haven't. Anala seafood markets. It's probably none of it's probably real.
Well, there's a lot of uh, Vietnamese out that way. That's a delicacy, isn't it? Shark.
I didn't want to say that.
Well, nothing stereotypical about that. It's just that's how they roll. Shark fin soup. Right, he's got right out.
What pisses me off is you'll turn around and go into them markets and you'll find female mud crabs and stuff like that.
Yep,
Whereas in Queensland, you're not
undersized.
allowed to take female mud crabs. But if you take them from another state and you import them,
You're allowed to take
apparently,
any female crab. Sand crab, mud crab, spanner crab, Moreton Bay bug. You're not allowed female.
I don't believe the cunts are coming across from the border. I think these fuckers are getting them from our waters.
Oh, 100%. Jacob's well.
Yep, straight up. They're literally lying to every cunt saying they're coming over the border and they're fucking not. But if you and I take a female crab in Queensland, oh my God.
I remember watching on Facebook, there was a guy, when I used to do Facebook, there was a guy that he'd go around to all the fishing spots, like all the piers and that sort of thing, and check out what people had in there and to shame them for undersized fish and jenny crabs and stuff like that.
Yep.
And I won't carry on with the story, but yeah, he used to shame them, or make them throw them back in or report them. Throw them back in the water, or you get reported.
Well, if you do the fucking right thing, there's always going to be more there. So why not do the fucking right thing?
Yeah,
Unless you're fucking starving or something like that, okay, I'll agree with it if you're fucking starving and it's your first feed and you're fucking eating everything. And it's like, I don't care. But,
yeah.
you know, if you're just taking it for the sake of, oh, it's just under or whatever, no, that's not the go. Make sure it's legal.
I will myself personally. I'll do that. I'll be out here fishing, and the first fish I catch doesn't matter how big it is, whether it's undersized or not. I'm keeping it. That's my bait. That's the
Well,
bait that
that's
I'm going to,
that's fair enough to use something for bait like that, yeah.
because that's the local fish. That's what the local bigger fish eat.
Exactly. Yep.
So I'll chop that up and use it for bait, but I won't be taking any home. And every other fish that I catch, I usually throw them back anyway, whether it's oversized or not. I'm just in it for the fight.
Yeah. No. I enjoy, a good feed of fish as well. But anyway.
I used to bloody give it to my neighbour. Catch it if it was a decent sized fish, braggable sized fish. I used to scale it, gill it, gut it, and give it with a head on it to my elderly neighbour, 86-year-old widow. She loved it. Her daughter died from the second jab, 7 hours after the second jab of bloody COVID. Cardiac arrest 7 hours later. Aneurysms in the brain.
I'm over the COVID crap shit.
Leland, thanks for coming. Good to see you.
I am well and truly over the fucking COVID crap.
Everybody, if you could just click on that link and connect with Commander. We're going to get him to 500.
Hell yeah.
I think he's 30 away from it. And it's going back
Wow.
out again. What's going on? He must be
I don't have
legendary.
that many I don't have any sock accounts, so I can't fucking connect twice.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was. She was a sprightly sort of girl. She was a little bit bigger. She was a little bit of a big girl. But she was always happy and very active.
Hey, have I got you on Messenger?
I'm not sure, but the only device I've got for Facebook is an old Samsung S6, and it's got a broken screen and an old battery, and I try not to use it that much.
Yeah,
Everyone says,
no,
"Oh, what's your
I
Facebook?"
got
I
a
said, I don't do
I got a
Facebook.
beauty of a fucking video. Well, wow, it's actually jaw dropping. It's sensational.
Loz, if he's got this strain of the of the what is that Omni thingy, just buy him a box of tissues.
Oh no, no, no! It's better than that one.
Oh, no, Loz, if um, Omicron is a weaker strain, and the cure for Omicron is Kleenex. It's just getting weaker and weaker and weaker, the strain. So everything the government's telling you about it now is to help pay for what they've done in paying the Pfizer's and the big pharma all the money that they've surrendered on our behalf. So now they have to justify it. So they're going to keep pushing bloody jabs in you till Pfizer's got none left.
Well, Pfizer made $64 million last year, but only 60% of that was because of the actual experimental jargon. But
Listen, you're way off the mark, Dad. Since it started, they've done 6.8 billion.
they must have done another update.
And what they've done is all the small countries, they have got them by the nuts. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't get surplus from other countries. Your defence force is held in for ransom. Everything. If somebody says something bad about this, you have to defend us in court. If we're taking, if legal action's taken, the country that's taken it has to defend them, and if they're found guilty, the country that's defending them has to pay for the bloody cost. They,
But have you noticed the common cold's come back into the equation again?
yeah, because Omicron doesn't kill anyone.
Well, it was 226, I believe. I'm not, don't quote me on that. But anyway, it was up there, and somebody had the common cold, and it was whatever number, and they got sent home. And it's documented. It's been happening.
Yeah, it's only getting weaker and weaker and weaker. The scare's gone now. The scare's
Well,
gone,
there's
and
even cases of people that can't get it.
people are bloody over it. People are sick of it, and it's blown out to nothing. Yeah, there's been deaths in it, but as per every year, common cold, there's death. It's
Every year,
unfortunate.
so many people die, and there are
It's
different
unfortunate
variants of different things. And this, the last few years have been no different, really. And they're trying to just scare everybody into fucking.
because of
Oh,
the debt they've got themselves into. So they have to justify it. What's the
yeah,
point of
but they
sitting there?
can't fucking justify it. That's the problem.
What's the point of sitting there with 30 million bloody shots of COVID that aren't getting used, that they've paid, that they've sold their soul for? You know what I mean? That they've got to keep justifying it till
Yeah,
it's spent.
and like, how are they going to keep justifying all these people that have been hurt by this fucking thing that they've put in them and
Yeah,
go, oh, we didn't know. Oh, yeah, bullshit, they didn't fucking know.
yeah. Minor side effects. Joe
Yeah,
Rogan said,
somebody's laying on the floor having a complete fit, but nothing to see here. Yeah, and that's been happening too much. And unless them people actually report it themselves, it goes fucking unreported
yeah,
because the doctors and nurses aren't allowed to report it.
yeah.
And they're not allowed to fucking tell you the truth either. Otherwise, they're
They're, talk,
struck off.
they're talking about minor side effects of that. Joe Rogan show. Joe Rogan says, yeah, it's called death minor side effects.
Sorry, I got a loud car in my neighbourhood.
Joe Rogan said, yeah, if you call death a minor side effect.
And how many of these, you know, pro parasites have actually had the injection? Because from what I can see, they're all fucking fake.
I have arguments with my doctor on when I get onto that Facebook. I go to check the marketplace, buy and sell,
Have a
and
look
then
at Anastasia Palachuk and her injections. One of the fucking lids was still on, the other fucking one, the needle projected back up through it. It's like, oh my god, are you fucking for real? People can see this. These assholes are taking all the money and getting paid by somebody higher to do what they're fucking doing.
yeah, oh yeah. Why is this guy? He's just come down the beaches. The heat, like
Wow, that's
he's,
a big light.
he's about 100 meters down the beach from where he was last time.
They're netting.
His mate has to bloody. He's walking the boat back up now.
Walk up there, I bet you they pull a big net up the beach.
Nah, they're outside the reef, so they'll be pulling the net over the reef. I don't know what. He might just be trying different spots on the reef. I don't know. Sharks don't circle the reef; they swim along it, and then when they find something, they'll circle chasing it. Oh, Dad isn't backwards about coming forward. Just tell you what he's thinking.
The government's already fucking lined their own pockets and they're still getting paid from every other motherfucker. And they don't care about you and me. Our good old ScoMo over here that's meant to be a true Catholic through and through, wouldn't tell any lies or anything else like that. But how many times has that prick been caught out fucking lying? They're there to line their own pockets and they don't give a fuck what's happening to their own fucking children. That's how sad these pricks are. Oh, sorry, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
Keelan, just let this stream play in the background. Let those waves put you to sleep.
I've looked up that much stuff that I can tell you it's been to court over here in Australia. And if you've been double jabbed, I can guarantee you you're 13% more likely to get this shit than anybody else. And that is court documents.
Thus, if you've got the jab, you've got it. As soon as you get the jab, you go and get tested. You'll test positive because what's in any vaccine
Yeah, I
is a
know
little,
that,
is a
but
little bit of
you don't get the real
the
fucking thing. But once you get them two jabs, you are more likely to get it than anybody else. 13 times percent more likely to get it.
super spreader.
They're literally trying to wipe people off the fucking face of the earth and people can't see it right in front of their fucking face.
Well, remember in the beginning of 300, the Spartan movie, 300, they used to throw the weak off the fucking cliff. We
Yep,
stopped doing
but
that.
guess what? It's going to be the people that haven't had this shit that will get everybody out of this shit. Believe it or not, that will happen.
Yeah, yeah, I believe it. The 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 people that haven't had it are the ones that are going to be. What's going to happen is it's going to get to a stage where everyone's been jabbed And those that have dug their heels, and the 20% that say, yeah, nah, are going to be the ones that are sort of everybody else has been infected, and they're going to be the ones that are still pushing to stop the nonsense. The ones that have already had the injection won't be pushing to
But
stop it.
these idiots in the government already reckon the common cold is it. So, like, you know, they've already fucked up and they're trying to cover their tracks, but there's no covering up what they've fucking done.
Yeah.
They've already burnt their fucking bridge. It's done. Everybody knows now. It's just a matter of fucking time. We own them. They don't own us. That's what they've
Well,
got to fucking realise. And
well,
that's what they're starting to realise.
this is what they're grooming this next generation on, is that they own us.
Why do you think the younger generation is so fucking different to us? Why do you think they think of things in different ways and everything else like that? It's because they're fucking programming them.
It's because we live in a nanny state where the government takes care of you and does everything for you instead of you doing it for yourself.
Get fucked. I'd rather go and fucking live on a property and fucking find my own food.
Yeah.
And that's what they don't want. They don't want people that will stand up and say, no, I'm going to do it my way.
I was watching something today that was talking about the triangle: big business, government, and bank. And the three of them working out their deal, and then pushing it on to everybody else.
Mate, the government would be happy as a pig in shit if everybody went to work every day and owned nothing and just kept going that way. That's what they fucking want. But when people want to own things and stuff like that, oh, mate, that interferes with our shit. It doesn't work that way. Free air, I've done that a long time ago.
Yeah, Snap. I'll go into a live stream, drop me link, hook up with about 10 people, and get about 3 back out of that.
Yeah, no, I've signed that long time ago. And so he should be free. Bloody words are not violent.
Whether or not they are, I don't think they are, but whether or not they are, the way
Well,
that,
not what he said was violent. No way in the world.
regardless of that, the way that that judge who was hearing the case acted out was just totally unlawful. You know, like you could just see his emotion
Pedophiles have
for
had
the other
less
judge
time than that.
dictating his action.
That's
G'day,
it.
Uncard.
That's
Good to see you, brother. Haven't seen you for a
exactly
long time.
the total 18 UFC fucking 24. That's exactly what he did. He fucking. Oh wow! I can't believe it actually happened. Hey, uncontrollable. How you going, bud? We always love that hashtag free Eric Brandt.
Long time no see, Uncard. Guys at work keep pushing me onto TikTok. I've tried to stay away from TikTok as much as I can, but that's where all the people are going now, to that TikTok.
Isn't it restricted worse?
No, you can do copy. You can play copyright music and everything on it.
Yeah, until it changes and then you can't.
Probably. I don't know. But
Well, that's what it's like on YouTube. If they've got the copyright to it, you can use it, but until they lose copyright of it, and then you get booted. That's why
um,
it's real dangerous to use music in any videos.
yeah, I who was it? Snarkensat, Citizen Nort. She gets on there all the time. She's had her highest likes on YouTube has been 1,000 or something. She said, and she did a video the other day and got 20,000 likes on it on TikTok.
Wow.
I'm doing good. I've just bought myself a guitar for Christmas. Nice guitar. It's candy apple red, Dad. And yesterday I flooded my kitchen and lounge room. Flooded.
Damn.
I left the tap on in the kitchen sink. The plug must have fallen into it, and I've gone for a walk on the beach, forgotten about the tap.
Did you do a video of having the tap turned on and then point it at the floor and go, no, it wasn't that?
No, I didn't.
Mate, that would have got hundreds of views. Think about
Time lapse.
it.
Time lapse, Dad. Hey? Time lapse on my kitchen just
Yeah,
filling
no,
up.
you do some really good time lapses. I mean, I don't comment on all of them, but I do watch most of them, eh?
Thanks, mate.
It's all good. I enjoy it. That's why I go and have a look. I can't be there myself, so why not go and have a look?
Yeah, I've been with the weather that we've been having the last month or so. I've bothered with it a hell of a lot. There's no point in coming out to do the sunrise if the cloud cover prevents you from seeing the sunrise.
I
Hello,
can't
Winker.
believe that you've actually got the moon out, and where I am, I cannot see the moon. It's totally hidden.
What's the bird say? Hello, Wanker. What's the bird say? What's that?
No, it was just going ruck ruck because it feels like it's Queen Muck since it's got a new cage.
No, what's the swear word that it says? What does it say?
Well, it does call people wankers.
Hey,
Wanker. That's one of them. I don't know how I end up with these animals, but yeah, they always seem to choose me.
yeah, that's the best way to get a pet.
Well, yeah, she flew into the tree, and it's like she flew down. And it's like, I'm hungry. Feed me. Okay.
That's what that police dog did too.
Well, no, I reckon that police dog's well and truly gone, man.
I reckon someone bailed it up and just said, "Oh, it's a good puppy. I'm going to keep it. Sit. Oh, sit. Stay. Oh,
Nah, what you got to remember is there's a lot of mine shafts through there.
you reckon it's gone down a pit?"
It could have. But they shouldn't be using fucking dogs for what they use them for anyway. So,
They use dogs as a weapon. I mean,
exactly
look,
right. They literally use a dog as a weapon, and a dog should not be used as a weapon.
that's cruelty to the animal.
Yeah, because they don't know any better. But that's how
Put
they're
it,
trained.
put it this way: if you could stop
Where
it,
do you think the United States gets most of their fucking dogs? A fucking Australia.
if a speeding bullet was, if you were able to stop a speeding bullet that was getting shot at you, you would, wouldn't you? So why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you stop a dog from attacking you if it was set upon you?
Well, the trouble is, they're classed as a police officer, and if you fucking do anything to the dog,
That's
you're
right.
classed as fucking assaulting a fucking police officer.
That's right. I've been bitten by.
No, that's not ironic. That's how these evil pricks use things to any advantage.
I've been bitten by plenty of dogs to not panic about it.
Yeah,
The-
I've been
the-
bitten by dogs as well, and it's like, okay, the dog's doing its job or whatever. Every time I got bit, I could look back and go, yeah, okay, I'm intruding. But when you're in your own fucking car and then pricks want to fucking skitch a fucking dog on you, there's no reason for that shit, and they're doing it.
yeah.
I hate people that want to inflict pain on anybody else. It's like there's no need for that. Just do your job and get on with it, but you don't have to inflict pain.
I've been arrested a few times, and every time I've been arrested, not once has the cop said, "I'll put your hands behind your back." Every time it's get on the ground. Now I'm a
Yeah,
civilized human.
why do
I'm a
you have to
civilized
get on the
human
ground?
being.
You're not a fucking dog. Dogs piss on the ground.
And now, if I was to be compliant and lie on the ground, why wouldn't I? Why would I not be compliant and put my hands behind my back, standing up? You know what I mean? Like
No, they
they expect
just
you
want
to
to assert their authority over you because they've got a gun and a fucking badge.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it is. And they're taught that we're the enemy. Straight up at the academy. We're the enemy. Don't give two fucks. Don't care. Look after yourself and your blue line fucking mate.
I've had cops arrest me, and when I stood up, there's 13 police officers involved. Like one on each limb takes me down. By the time I stand up, there's 13 police officers around, and not one charge of resisting arrest.
Yeah, that's because you're a muscly little fucker and they're fighting. If you actually fire off, that they're weak motherfuckers and you might get her over them.
One time, one cop grabbed me by the arms, tried to jerk me over his way, so I lowered my stance to balance myself, and then the other cops grabbed my other arm and tried jerking me his way to sort of get me off
As
balance.
soon as they grab somebody and realize that they're not going to be manipulated the way they fucking want, or they talk to them in a certain way, they get poked on the arm and go, they're one of them. Because I've been pulled over and it's happened to me. I'm one of them.
These cops that bloody jerked me one way and jerked me the other way, I've looked at them both and said, well, which way do you want me to go?
That's what they try to do, to aggravate people, to get a response, so they justify the fucking violence when they smash them on the fucking floor.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you an easy way, a free ticket for them to do that is to grab you by the hand, shake the shit out of your hand, and then say, stop resisting while they're shaking your arm. And to anybody else, it just looks like you're trying to pull away from it.
Yeah, that's right.
And then so now that gives them permission to jump on your head.
Well, yeah, and these undermined fucking tactics have been brought in for that many years. It's not funny. But now everybody's got cameras and they're getting recorded and that they don't fucking like it. That's why they're introducing all these fucking shit in Australia where we can't record the motherfuckers. It's not illegal. It is illegal to fucking protest in Queensland and Australia. That's how fucked up it is over here.
And that was brought in by everybody saying, yeah, Vlad laws, let's get the bikers off the street. It was never intended. The bikers were just a ruse. It was never intended for the bikers.
It was never intended to be used on the normal people, so they said when they introduced it. And I said back then, they're fucking lying motherfuckers. They're going to use it on everybody. And look what they've done. They've fucking used it on everybody.
Yeah, they actually designed it for trade unions and student protesters. So now they can just walk into any protest and say, "No, you're not on. You're out of here," and then start arresting people.
I just went and had a breath. It's all good.
I think you needed it.
Oh, mate, I'm fucking so over the government telling people what they can and can't do and surrendering their safety for the bullshit that they call fucking normality. Go and get fucked.
In these
No way
times,
I'm going to give up my fucking safety or anything for fucking any cunt.
look at how the Port of Brisbane there. Look at how the clouds light up because of all the lights in the port.
Yeah, but the port's doing fucking nothing. They've been shut down too by these fucking ridiculous motherfucking crab cunts. We're not getting
Dad,
exports, imports the way we fucking should be getting. All these cunts in Parliament that are fucking lining their own pocket are doing this shit and getting away with it. And they've been getting away with it fucking years. Half their wealth has come from the fucking people and it's been put in their bank account. So at the end of the day, when fucking they're charged with all this crap that they're fucking doing, like Nuremberg did, and the doctors didn't get away with it back then either. They were fucking hung alongside them. So good luck.
I'm going to wrap this stream up now, Dad. There's one person in chat. The moon's risen. I've done my job.
Good
I
night,
thank you.
everybody in chat. Love you all.
I want to thank
Be
you for
good.
coming up, Dad.
Be
It's
good
good to
to
talk
each
to you
other.
again. Haven't seen you for a while, so it's good to catch up. I'm going to get off the stream and go and make contact with that Wobbly Boost character.
Hey, Wobbly Boost is all good, mate. I know. I've had a chat with him not that long ago, eh?
I was speaking to him last night.
Oh, okay. Awesome. That's even better.
Yeah, he's in his house. He's happy where he is. He's in town now.
Yeah, he's in town now and he's pretty happy where he is. So, yeah, no, that's all good.
Yeah. No, I spoke. He was going to come up and play some music, but I rang him up before I started the stream. He answered the phone and just started snoring at me. I put out a post
That's
last
all
night
good. You know,
advertising.
Wobbs.
He said the because of all these bans on YouTube and that he started calling himself the artist formerly known as Wobbly Boost.
Worry, Uncontrollable, Snapface, all you guys are so cool. You really are. And I'm going to get out of here. Otherwise, he's going to keep going all night. So, yeah, I'm going to do it. Okay, bye.
Thanks everyone for coming. Appreciate the time you spend with me. I like hearing everybody's opinion on worldly topics. Good to see you again, Uncontrollable. It's been too long. Righto, everybody. I'll end it there. Thank you all for coming. I hope you all have a safe and happy day. We'll see you at sunrise.